So yeah, guys, short video, but Washington D.C. might have just had a tornado. I'm not joking with you. Go check my pictures on X if you want to see. But I'm also going to show them on here. As you see, here is Fort Washington, Alexandria, and many other places right next to Washington, D.C. That's my bad. Under a tornado warning. This point wasn't observed. There was another tornado warning over into the Washington area. Here's a debris ball, a possible debris ball of a small tornado that formed possibly EF0, EF1 strength, just right next to Lincoln Memorial, National Mall. You can tell that it looks exactly like a debris ball would look. And then here's some I found on X, a developing wall cloud just next to our Capitol. That's a wall cloud right there. Here's the tornado warning. That was right next to D.C. There's this. If we go on to Radar and Mega, let's go there real quick. So Radar and Mega, if we look on Radar and Mega, it doesn't show anything about a tornado over in Washington, D.C. right now. There's multiple flash flood warnings, but if we do look, this is where the tornado would have been, right here in this general area. So, West Potomac Park, the National Mall, the Clip, Albert Einstein Memorial, George Washington University, Strayer University, the White House, and of course, can't forget about the National Mall, which we've seen. National Mall is right here. From that picture I showed you, it was right above the National Mall. And what's right above the National Mall, you are asking? This area, in between the White House and the National Mall, which is mainly, if you scroll down, this is a lot of residential. Actually, no, I think this is actually part of the White House, possibly. No, the White House is right here. So, this is monuments and stuff. As you see, there is no more rotation. If there is any rotation, it's very slim. Now we're just looking at this up here, which is radar indicated, which ain't really showing much, to be honest. But crazy how I caught that. Many people probably caught that as well. There was a possible tornado that has touched down in Washington, D.C. So if someone can go check on Washington, D.C. I know there was a White House camera there. It's not there anymore. I was trying to check it. Could have sworn there was a White House camera. At least I looked at it before to see other weather stuff. What's happening in Washington, D.C. Unless the camera got moved. Not sure. But if somebody in Washington, D.C. around the National Mall, the White House, Ford's Theater, the George Washington University, can you tell me if you got any damage over there? Please and thank you, because I want to make sure Washington, D.C. is safe right now, because we need it to be good for the 2024 election. So yeah, just let me know down in comments or DM me through Twitter. And if you have any photos about it, take a photo, show it to me. I'll gladly show it on my next video. I'll show you. If you have any damaged pictures, like flash flooding, any pictures of mainly anything, damage related from Hurricane Debbie, Tropical Storm Debbie, Tropical Depression Debbie, Post-Tropical Debbie, and Tropical Rainstorm Debbie. Please snap a picture of it. It could be hail, it could be flash flooding, it can be anything. And I'll show it on my next weather-related video. So, without further ado, I pray that everybody in this situation, the 5 people dead, possibly even more, I have not checked how many people is dead, but for those people that's dead and people that's injured due to this hurricane, and people that lost their houses, lost loved ones, lost all those other stuff, please, I hope you guys are doing good. And looks like we have another tornado warning also for this area. Check that out real quick. I know like this general area, hold on, this general vicinity from, say, Florida, right here, to all the way up, has been having serious tornado activity the last few days. And then soon, all that tornado activity is going to shift. New York City, Maine, New England, you're under the gun for some flooding, tornadoes, all that good stuff. So, and then we'll of course go into our quiet period until stuff until stuff ranks back up. As you see from yesterday's video, I said that marginal risk would be a thing, which it is. If we look at the next day's model, Garden City, Kansas, could be under the gun for some possible storms. I think that's going to update to slight risk. But, yeah, just Hurricane Debbie's been a tough one. But we'll all make it through this. And hopefully everybody makes it through alive. As you see, it doesn't show anymore. It shows like the last thing of Debbie was right there. Now we're just getting the outer bands of Debbie. But if you were affected by this, please send me a picture and I'll, of course, send it. Well, send me the picture and send your local weather service the picture. Send your, send whoever you want the picture. I would say send the Y'all Squad the picture. Like Ryan Hall, y'all send him the picture. He'll probably send the Y'all Squad over to Florida and Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. I'm not sure about like Virginia and up, but there's going to be other people helping over there for the tornado damage. But this has been a full-on tornado outbreak for the past few days. And I was going to go live each one of these days, but I keep on forgetting. I might go live today. Depends on how much tornadoes there are. But since it kind of died out, I'm not sure that I will go live today. Because there's really not much. I might go live for the flash flooding part of this, but yeah, just stay safe. And like I said, if you have any damage, send it over to me. Send it over to Y'all Squad. Send it over to your National Weather Service. Send it over to whoever you want. Because this has been a devastating Category 1 hurricane, mainly for flash flooding, but tornadoes have been a thing. I would say the worst, the flash flooding and the tornadoes, worst of the tornadoes were here in North Carolina. So far, there in North Carolina and here in Florida, that was the worst of the tornadoes. The worst of the flash flooding had to be here in this area. There's major flooding. I'm just glad it didn't do what it was trying to do, like go right here, stall, cause all this flash flooding, which it did, but then gain Category 5 strength and head directly towards the Florida coast again, impacting some of the same places it did with the Category 1. But it didn't want to do that. But before I end the video off, I want to show you that there is a 60% chance of tropical development in the next 7 days here in the Caribbean. So please, everybody, just look out for that. Because, yeah, this is going to be heading directly for possibly Florida again. And if it's the same thing, that would be a deadly hurricane if it's the same thing. There's already there's already major flash flooding. It'd be a devastating hurricane, tropical storm, if it does develop into anything. Hurricane season just starting. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3 hurricanes may impact Florida. So I would say if you're anywhere in Florida, even up here in the middle of Florida, be prepared. I would even say anybody like mainly past this line. Hold on, let me make that line again. Anybody in this circle right here should be getting. Come on, I need to get the circle for like this. Anybody in this circle right here. Then we're gonna make a little circle, little line, include Florida, go up, include all like this area. You see what I'm trying to do. Anybody in the United States needs to be prepared. Besides maybe the top few states, you guys can kind of relax for right now until like gets up to your area. So like North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio. You guys can like relax. Indiana, Illinois. I wouldn't say Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio is like safe from any tropical stuff. Because as you've seen, Hurricane Beryl made its way up through Texas. Then made up here in Ohio. Crash right here. So like, there's a possibility, but it's slim. That's all I really wanted to say. Hopefully our capital, Washington D.C, is safe and sound. Like I said, if you have any pictures, send it to me and through my DMs on Twitter. Forgot the name. And yeah.